More than 7,000 homes and businesses flooded in Volusia County in Hurricane Ian, which made landfall in Florida 1 year ago. More than 1,000 of those homes were in New Smyrna Beach, and many homeowners are still dealing with the effects today.
But local realtors also say many who decided to pack up and leave are still trying to sell their homes as is. News 6's Molly Reed sits down with them and homeowners about this decision.
Life changes and you got to change with it.
Looking back on selling their home of 27 years, Bill and Barbara Munch say they still don't regret leaving after Hurricane Ian brought feet of water into their house.
2,000 square feet plus the mother-in-law apartment.
Their home, one of 7,000 buildings in Volusia County to flood, according to county leaders. After getting it cleaned up, they put it on the market, not wanting to put even more work into their home than they already had.
We decided after all the wall was taken halfway that we weren't going to rebuild.
A situation New Smyrna Beach Board of Realtors President Jenny Snyder has heard dozens of times over the last year. She calls it a constantly fluctuating number still.
I can't even give you a rough number how many properties came back on the market that were pulled off the market or put back on the market.
Many of those homes look just like this today. Drywall cut out, concrete exposed. Snyder says realtors have to get creative in marketing.
It's a blank slate. I can do drywall, I can do floors, the cabinets, whatever, and it's almost like going into a house that's a new build, but it's existing bones.
New Smyrna Beach collected the highest amount of rain in Central Florida during Ian with 21 inches in 24 hours. The drains taking on much more than they were designed to take and overflowing.
I wrapped my cat in a blanket. Realized I couldn't open any of my doors, so I went through the window in my kitchen.
Nick Perry, a realtor himself, decided to save his home after the flood, while also helping clients.
My friends who even worked in construction, I was giving them more work to go help other people, but I was like, I also have to fix my own home.
Perry replacing the flooring, walls, furniture, cabinets, and electrical. The work coming with unexpected, feisty challenges.
While I had my house open and I had the drywall cut out, land crabs started to invade my house and actually crawl up the studs into the walls.
Perry says roughly 75% of the fixes came out of pocket with no insurance help and little FEMA funding. He started moving back in March. Now, finally, happy to be back home.
I decided to stay in here because I love my home and I'm fine with it.
Now, most of the homes that flooded here in New Smyrna Beach and other parts of Volusia County during Hurricane Ian were not technically in flood zones. Now, while we can only hope another storm in the future does not bring as much rainfall as Ian did, Snyder says now going forward, they tell all of their clients, regardless of if they're buying a house in a flood zone or not, to get flood insurance. In New Smyrna Beach, Volusia County, I'm Molly Reed, getting results, News 6.